it's Sonia. So I wanted to do the follow-up video to my pink Himalayan sea salt um, test to see if it really does help your hair lock faster. And first and foremost, yes, it works. And here's why. Of course, the sea salt in itself, it does harden your hair, and which is what you want. It makes your locks are going to feel rough. And it does make them lock faster. But here's the thing. I've been locked for a little over 2 years now. And I think this procedure would work better if you were someone in the beginning stages of your lock journey and you wanted to help your locks along in the locking process. I didn't give my hair credit for being more locked than, because I had the scraggly ends, and the scraggly ends kind of give the appearance that my hair still isn't locked. And once I cut off those scraggly ends, my hair, I could see the difference. And I'm like, yeah, my hair is definitely more locked than what I gave it credit for. So in the end, I did the procedure or the little test run for a week. I know in the previous video I said I was going to try it for 2 or 3 weeks, but I was like, no, I think I'll just do a week. A week is good enough. And I only did it, I did the spray every other day. I didn't do it every day because I felt that would be too much for my hair. Because salt of any kind, again, it's drying. And while you have to kind of be careful and you have to be balanced, because yes, it dries your hair, but at the same time, you want to make sure you follow up with some kind of moisturizing, some kind of way to put that moisture back. So for me, that was my aloe vera spray. I will spray this in my hair as needed. And for a few reasons. One, because if you're like me and you live in a cold weather state, you have to deal with the extremely cold air of outside on top of the heat that's constantly inside of your house, because you have to have the heat on constantly. So that in itself dries out your hair and your skin, and you need to combat that. And you got to keep your face, your skin, your body moisturized. And you got to do the same with your hair. And aloe vera is a natural moisturizer. It's very, very good for your skin and your hair. So that's why I chose to use that. And I also would alternate between my rose water with glycerin. But I mostly relied on my aloe. So I think that's important. I also did the experiment on clean hair. I made sure my hair was clean, freshly washed, and I only did it every other day. And in my previous video, I told you guys that I used distilled water, like a half a teaspoon, if even that, of the pink Himalayan sea salt, and some eucalyptus essential oil in my spray bottle, and just shook it all together, and I sprayed my hair. As far as, scalp irritation or anything, I had just a little itching during the first time that I used it, and it went away. It was no big deal. It wasn't all over. But other than that, that was pretty much it. I had no reaction to it, but I would say if you do have a reaction, you probably don't want to continue with that. But I didn't have a reaction, but my main concern was dryness, like my hair being overly dry. Ooh, excuse me. And making sure that I kept my hair moisturized in the process, or at least my scalp, more than anything. I mean, your hair is supposed to feel rough. It is supposed to feel hard. Your locks are going to harden up when you use the sea salt on your hair. So, that's the whole point, because that's helping your locks to lock up. So yes, my final analysis is it does work, but I feel like it will work better if you were on someone who's earlier or in the beginning of their lock journey versus someone like me who's basically already locked. But it was still a good it was a good experiment to try. And I did feel the difference in my hair. I noticed a difference right away after the first application. So it definitely, in my opinion, it works. Just be careful if you're in the beginning stages of your lock journey, and depending on what kind of locks you have, especially sister locks, because you always have that issue of slippage in the beginning of your journey, and you don't want to put extra water of any kind on your hair if you don't have to. But um if again, it's up to you, it's your hair, but if you want to, if you are impatient and you want to kind of help your locks along in the locking process, I say go for it, and that's totally up to you. But it works. Whether if you go out to the ocean or and swim once a day, or just go out there and dip your head in the water. I mean, however you do it, if with sea salt, it works. So that's pretty much it. That's my take on the whole experiment. Definitely be cautious and take precautions. Do your research too. And, don't just take my word for it. Definitely look into it more yourself. And that was pretty much it. So I thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Hello to you all. I appreciate you. My new subscribers, my old subscribers, those who's been rocking with me since I had sister locks and who stuck with me when I stopped having sister locks. I truly appreciate you all. Because sometimes it's like when people's journeys don't align with yours, some people feel like, well, I don't want to follow you anymore. You don't even have sister locks anymore. We don't have this thing in common anymore. So, I did lose subscribers for that very reason. And it's fine. It's to be expected. Not everybody is going to like or keep following you, especially when you're on YouTube or social media of any kind. And you can't take that kind of stuff personal. And, so I appreciate all of you who continue to follow me and support my lock journey, regardless if I have sister locks or micro locks, traditional locks, whatever the case, I appreciate you very, very much. Mwah, mwah. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching. You all take care, stay safe, take care of your families. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.